Alright everybody, welcome back to the G-Man Show! Yeah, I haven't posted in a while, have I? Sorry about that. It's just, it's been a while. I haven't posted since December, I don't think. Jeez. And I know I said I was going to do an interview with an author. I'm still trying to set that up and everything. So, yeah. Yeah, a lot of stuff has happened. I reached 2 years on Scratch, and if you don't know what Scratch is, it's a programming website. And you might, and some people think it's weird, but well, it's not. It's been around since the early 2000s, and it's like a lot of beginner coding stuff. And I've been on it for exactly 2 years from today. And yeah. By the way, I went back and edited this. Disclaimer, it's been a little more than 2 years, but whatever. Back to the podcast. Okay, so also, I've made a lot of games. Specifically, I made 125, and some of these are just like throw-arounds that I never finished, but some of them are really good. Like, if you want to check some out, you can go to the itch.io website where I sell my games. Most of them are free anyway. There's some really fun ones like Glitch Maze, where it's a very unique maze game where you must get this little blob across. Or you could play actually my game that was exactly 2 years ago made when I first downloaded this. Yeah, you probably already expected this, but another disclaimer, it was a little more than 2 years. Anyway, back to the podcast again. It's called Ball Cave Mobile. It's really fun. And this one got so many comments and love that it's kind of cool. And yeah, so it's just a simple game that's very easy to hack, where you bounce a ball. And it's basically like Pond, but a little different. Yeah, and a lot of people, and it's definitely not original, but I made some animations, then I made a lot of stuff. And then, if you really want to get into the thing, I made my first animation series is Animal House. See, if I go to episode 1, it's basically just a cat saying stuff, whatever. And they get, and I even tried added real animation. Then I even went to a programming camp for Scratch that made some cool projects like Duck Crossing, I made a game called Shadow Combat that's a lot of fun, that I'm actually working on making a game for. And then all sorts of stuff. I made a McDonald's simulator game that I can't post on itch.io because it'd get copyrighted very easily. Yeah, so also I made Flappy Cheese Puffs. That's a fun game. That would also get copyrighted. Why do I have so much copyright stuff? I don't know. But anyway, and I've talked about, if you ever watch my YouTube channel, I've talked about itch.io many times and how some cool games that I've made. And then there's just like so much stuff, like so much innovative ideas. And it goes from all the way to my first Pond game to my most recent zombie shooter, Desert Island. Wow, I cannot talk today. Also, and there's been a lot of experimental things that I just shared for no reason. Also, I actually did this really cool thing where I scheduled a release of a game exactly on the first day of fall last December, called Fall Harvest, which is a pretty fun farming game that is way too loud. Yeah. So, it's been 2 years. And also, my most popular game on here, City PC, has gotten a lot of stuff. Like, it's like, has a whole intro and everything. And it has a total of 6 missions. And, yeah. And even on itch.io, it got a bunch of sales, and if anybody has been following me there, I'm making a deluxe edition, so stick around for that with much more content in it. And of course, yeah. Thank you for tuning in with me today on this special of the G-Man Show. And make sure you follow on Apple Podcast and on Spotify Podcast. And make sure you comment here and let me know what you want to see next, because that really helps me. Like, it helps me, it can be really anything. So thank you for listening, and see you.